like tools for life. Hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right, 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kickoff. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem tonight, courtesy of the Minot High Pep Band. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to tonight's PSP Network feature presentation of North Dakota high school football. An old school rivalry, Bismarck High and Minot High. Tonight, Nick Holberg on the call alongside of the former Gatorade Player of the Year for high school football and baseball, not to mention Mr. Phil Shurik. First things first, good to see you tonight. Are you ready for a Demon Magi matchup here on the gridiron?
Going tonight and see what Bismarck kind of is all about. You know, not a Bismarck team's record we're used to seeing, so might be one for the Magi tonight finally.
Well, you have to go back to 1978 to find a time that the Demons started the way they have this year. And in 1978, they went 0-4 to start, but they ended up with 3 wins on the season. This Demons team at 0-6 right now, overall 0-3 in the West region, a team that currently sits last place on the quality ratings formula QRF standings, goes against Minot High at 3-3 overall, the Magi at 3-1 in the West region. Number 5 in the QRF right now with 67 points. A big one tonight for both of these teams, maybe more so for Minot High with their playoff hopes, trying to be one of the top 8 out of 11 to get into the playoffs this postseason. But for the Demons here tonight at 0-6, you know Mark Gibson's got to be almost pulling his hair out. A legendary coach, one of the best in the business. What is the game plan tonight here for the Bismarck High Demons, do you think, coming into the Magic City on the road?
Well, I think right away they just want to come out and throw the first punch and continue on and, try and get some momentum that way. Coach Gibson was there when I was playing. I know he's a very good coach, so like you said, yeah, I'm sure he's having his fair share of losing some hair, pulling it out. But you're always going to think that he's going to get these guys ready to play. So if you're a Magi fan, you got to hope that the Minot High guys are ready to go and ready to give it right back to them.
Should be a fun one here tonight. This is our Shields pregame show. Shields, for all your sporting good needs, they also have hunting and fishing gear, clothing, footwear, you name it. Everything for all your passions can be found at Shields. This is our Shields pregame show here tonight to the showdown between Minot High and Bismarck High. We do apologize. We know we're having some technical difficulties with our matchup here tonight with Century and Legacy. Sometimes technology works against you. Sometimes it works with you. I know we're having some issues with that one here tonight, so please bear with us. We're working on it if you're looking for that matchup here this evening. We get ready for the showdown tonight, and it's a Minot High team that's led by their quarterback, Jaden Sparrow. He signs earlier on here this week to play at Minot State University for the Beavers, committing earlier on this week. How big is that for the confidence of a kid like Jaden Sparrow, who's gone through the air this year for 498 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 61% passer rating? Has to be huge for him tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think more than anything, it's just kind of like a sigh of relief. Like, it's one less thing to think about. Like, if you as you go through the recruiting process, it's fun and all that stuff. But at the same time, it weighs on you a little bit. So hopefully he can come out and play a little more stress-free and just kind of go with it and not put as much pressure on himself.
Minot High last week had West Fargo Cheyenne. The week before that, they had Davies. Both of those teams ranked number 1 and 2 in the state of North Dakota. Tonight, they get the team that's in last place in AA football. It's Bismarck High. A changing of the times here in Bismarck with what we're seeing with Century and Bismarck High this year, but you know that every time the Demons and Magi get together, there's some built-in bad blood, so we know we're going to be in for a hard-hitting football game tonight nevertheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine Bismarck's going to come out and not try and give it to Minot right away as well, so it should be a good one here.
Well, what do you say we get it underway here on a Friday night from Dwayne Carlson Stadium? The sun continues to go down over in the valley. Look at that beautiful shot of Minot, North Dakota as we get ready for tonight's showdown. Bismarck High is in white. Minot High is in maroons tonight. Minot High is going to kick the football off to start things off. The band is here. Cheerleaders are loud early on tonight. Senior night for the Magi. Always a fun one when you represent all 4 years at Minot High and then have the chance at your senior night. It's what we have here tonight. Williston next week for Minot High and then followed by a matchup with West Fargo. We're underway to start things off here tonight. The return came from the Demons, and on the return, bringing that one back was number 7, Hudson Schroeder. And Schroeder's going to carry the football up over the 30-yard line up to the 32. And it's a first down and 10 for the Demons. And we get our first look tonight at Quinn Hafner. 6'1", 170-pound junior quarterback. 64 for 108, or 64 of 108 for 701 yards through the air on the season. Hey, that's not a bad stat line for the junior quarterback for the Demons.
No, looks really good.
First handoff of the ball game comes to the Demons. They've had some issues on the ground this year with Hudson Schroeder, Ashton Mosoff, and Bridger Owens. Combined 5 touchdowns for Owens, 1 touchdown for Schroeder. No touchdowns for Mosoff on the year yet. However, it's a Demon team that's fairly young when you look at what their lineup brings to the table, and a team and a program that traditionally has been at the top of the ladder each and every year, not only in the West region, but in North Dakota high school football. Maybe the future's bright for the Demons. We see some of their younger guys here tonight. Second down and 9 to go for Bismarck High. There is a flag on the play. Rolling out of the pocket, throwing this one over to the Minot High sideline was the quarterback Hafner. And it's going to bring up a third down. But first, we'll get the penalty call on the field here with 11-12 remaining on our BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, the typical Bismarck High team, they're going to run the power right at you for, 7 or 8 times in a row and keep running, keep pounding it. But this year it looks like, and with that last set, 3 guys wide up top, it looks like they're going to try and air it out a little bit here tonight.
Third down penalty on the play. It was a legal man in the formation for Bismarck High. And again, those are the ones that coaches like Mark Gibson probably give them nightmares after a season like they've had here this year.
Yep, just something a little different too. There's not too many times they line up 4 wideouts, so might be something with that. Nice completion there.
Hafner across the middle. The pass is completed. The Demons are going to move the chains and cross over the 50-yard line as Preston Lamar reels it in. And Lamar on the season averaging 13.1 yards on average per catch. Takes that one up into Minot High territory. First down and 10. As the Demons hurry up, here's Hafner rolling out over to the right hash. Pass across the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Logan Conklin there. And Conklin takes the football away. And the Magi are going to come out on the offensive side of the ball with a first down and 10 as Logan Conklin, one of the backs from Minot High's, got another interception on the season.
Yeah, very good job by Logan. Again, Bismarck showing something different with that. No huddle offense right there, not the typical Bismarck scheme, but definitely didn't fool the Minot guys. They looked pretty well prepared, and Logan did a good job of jumping that route.
Well, we get a look at Minot High's offense now, led again by Jaden Sparrow. If you heard the open tonight in the Shields pregame show, due to some tech issues with our other games here tonight, we had a shortened pregame show. We do apologize. We'll get you caught up across North Dakota football throughout the broadcast here tonight. Here's Rosiska on the carry. He doesn't go anywhere. The bigs for Bismarck High came up big, and it's going to be a loss on the play for the Magi.
Yeah, I like that play call, though. I think, just watching from afar the last couple weekends, it's been, pretty tough games for Minot, but they have been able to, run the ball up the middle. So I kind of like how they came out aggressive there, just going to pound it.
3 over on the right side as Minot High sets up from the middle of the field. Sparrow, quick hitter. He's got Kitchen. Kitchen dances up over the 45 near the 50-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 5 on the play, and it will be a third down and roughly 5 for the Magi as they move it here. To finish that last statement I was going to make before Rosiska and Kitchen made some plays. Minot High's quarterback, Jaden Sparrow, committed to play at Minot State University, on to play for the Beavers next year. Big congratulations to him. Obviously, a dream come true for a high school football player to go on to play college ball. Released that news on Twitter earlier on this week. Sparrow's going to roll out over here to the left. Has a man, it's Horner. He's going to have the pass completed up over the 30-yard line down to about the 25, and the Magi are on the move as Sparrow connects there with Hunter Horner, and it's a first down and 10 for the Magi.
Yep, again, good job by Jaden rolling out to his left. That's not a terribly easy throw right there, rolling away from your throwing side and gave Hunter a really nice ball. Almost looked like Bismarck jumped there a little bit.
Here come the Magi with Ruziska. He'll break free. He's up over the 15, all the way down inside the 10. The Magi enter the Serve Pro red zone. And guess who? It's Hunter Ruziska for the Magi, who has been the workhorse from the tailback position. 3 touchdowns on the year for him, an average of 4.5 yards per carry. And Hunter Ruziska is going to take Minot High deep into the red zone. And we'll have a timeout on the field. The Demons are going to call one early on here as Mark Gibson wants to talk things over. Minot High will take the opportunity to see if they can come up with a game plan to put 6 on the board early on here tonight. It's high school football in the Magic City here on the PSP Network.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Yep.
Minot High's into the Serve Pro red zone. And the Magi look to see if they can get the first points of the game. And a big hit comes up there. Hello. That was a rock'em sock'em hit coming from the defensive end. And the stop was made there by Mason Huber. Mason Huber made no... Make it that Jangula instead? I thought it was Huber on
John,
the play.
I thought number 6, Johnner there. He just took on that block and it just drove the fullback right into him, and basically I don't even think he touched the actual ball carrier. But that is that might be one to rewind and show young kids just how to take guys on right there.
It was a 6, not a 5. You were correct. Minot High in the handoff again on the second down situation and goal, and Minot High is going to find themselves now with a 3rd down as Bismarck High, after the timeout from Mark Gibson, putting up a nice defensive front.
Yeah, whatever they kind of told the guys must have got them a little bit more excited and ready to roll and kind of challenged them a little bit there. Their last 2 plays are definitely night and day difference here.
From the shotgun, a wide on the left, that's Conklin, 2 on the right. That's Kinchin and Huber, but there's a timeout on the play. Chauncey Hendershot didn't like what he saw for the Magi, so we're going to take a step aside. Minot High taking a timeout here. Again, trying to put some points on the board early on tonight in this old school rivalry with the Demons and the Magicians. It's high school football here on the PSP Network.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Well, Jaden Sparrow's going to roll out to the right side, throws one downfield into the end zone. Touchdown for the Magi as Ty Kinchin is into the end zone, and Minot High leads 6-0.
Yep, very good job there by Kinchin, realizing where he was on the field, making sure he put on the brakes so that that he wasn't, going to go out of bounds there. That's a lot tougher of a play than it kind of looks, and like those guys on Sunday make it look. It's pretty good to be able to control your body like that and still make a catch.
The point after is good.
All right, and the point after is good, so the Magi look like they'll be up 7-0 here.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
we do apologize for our issues here tonight. Again, we do apologize. 14-0 Minot High on top. Some technical difficulties here tonight. The Wayne Carlson Stadium and down at the Community Bowl. They were trying our best, we promise you. We do appreciate your patience with us here tonight on the PSP Network. 14-0 Minot High on top. Nick Holbrook, Phil Shirk on the call. Should be a clear ride from here on out, Phil. I think we've gone through all the turbulence here tonight. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Minot High scores twice early on here tonight. They lead 14-0.
Yeah, they did a really good job. That line did a really good job of sealing off the edge there. And Tyson he's pretty quick, so not many people are going to catch him with a hole like that.
Handoff there for the Demons, and with the rod was Mosolf, and Mosolf brings up a nice gain on the play. It's going to bring up a third down, and about 4 to go here for Bismarck High. A key early on in this one here tonight, Phil, for Bismarck High, trailing early in this one, obviously having to feel a little deflated early on here tonight.
Yeah, this is a big play right here. 3rd and 4, not not 3rd and short or anything, but they need to get this. They need to at least change field position with Minot and get some sort of momentum going here. Oh.
Handoff again. Minot High say maybe they got the football here. And it looks like the Magi are going to come up with the ball. Is that right? There's a conversation.
Yep.
They do. Well, back-to-back drives here for Bismarck High. An interception from Logan Conklin. And then a turnover on the fumble now as Minot High's offense comes back to the field.
Yeah, I couldn't really see. It looked like DeJarius Jones came out of the pile with the ball there. I couldn't really see if he knocked it out or if he was just in the right place at the right time. But yeah, really good. I mean, that's a big play right here. If you get up 3 touchdowns on somebody in the first quarter like that, like you mentioned about with being deflated with Bismarck, like that's a tough one.
Minot High has an opportunity early on here tonight.
Oh.
Maybe not to put a nail in the coffin, but certainly to have an opportunity.
They just took a little bit too long to trying to figure out what the plan was there.
Well, the Magi will burn up another timeout here. We'll have 1 remaining when we come back to the Wayne Carlson Stadium. We're in the first quarter. 4 minutes remain. Minot High leads 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, the Magi set up at the 35-yard line of the Demons, and Hunter Ruziska goes to work as he's going to break free all the way up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. And Ruziska continues to impress here for Minot High. He doesn't really seem to have an Achilles heel in his game at this point as he continues to get better and better each and every week, it seems.
No, he does pretty well, and he does a really good job of reading blocks in front of him, too. Like that last play, the number 59, Tegan Nichols, you see, I'll be honest, I didn't see if the guy stunted inside or shot the gap or anything, but he really rode him just upfield using that defensive lineman's momentum, and Ruziska was able to follow him there, but you still got to make that read.
Backman ran the ball forward, and he was brought down in a hurry.
Brings up 3rd down.
Stop for the Demons, I believe, was made by Jangula. Bismarck's defense, Jangula up front with Schlaufman and Doctor. They go 6 foot 195 for Jangula, 5'8", 195 for Schlaufman, and 6'2", 205 for Doctor. They've got the 4 linebackers in Derek, Peterson, Owens, and Araujo. Minot High with the football. Sparrows rushed out of the pocket, throws it deep downfield. Going to Conklin, it's over his head in the end zone, incomplete. As Sparrow got that ball away, threw it across the body after he had hot pursuit right on top of him. Brings up a 4th down for the Magi.
Yeah, that was a really good job of obviously putting pressure on the quarterback there, and that just kind of shows you, like, you might watch that play on Saturdays or Sundays, and as Jaden continues to improve as a quarterback with his footwork, he might just sidestep sidestep that, take 2 little quick steps, set his feet and throw. But that's a really tough thing for a high school kid to do when there's a bigger high school kid that has a running head start coming at you. So, but look for even that to Jaden to continue to improve even.
Sparrow's pass incomplete. And down on the ground. The defensive coverage there for Bismarck High. That's Connor Harvison, the safety. He limps just a bit, but Bismarck High will get the football back as Harvison had the good coverage. He seems to be up and all right. The Demons get the ball back with a first down and 10 here from their own 30-yard line as we approach the 2-minute 35-second mark here in quarter number 1 with Minot High on top 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, that kind of not extremely worse for the Ware with the Demon defense held them pretty good there that series after that turnover. So, a couple first downs could be big for them, but that kind of makes it a little tougher. Plays like that happen. I know a few times dropping back, but my feet were all of a sudden not where they should have been. But it's frustrating, but we'll see how they can bounce back now after that.
Quinn Hafner, quarterback for the Demons. 8 touchdowns altogether on the season. Not a bad year for him. Talked about his stat line earlier in the broadcast here tonight. He looks to go to work now for Bismarck High. He's got some targets. There's one of them, and the pass is complete. Not quite to the original line of scrimmage as that one tossed off to Cole Johnner, and Johnner is going to pick up probably about 3 on the play.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and long here for Bismarck High. It's a 3rd and 16. Big thanks tonight to the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store is located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. Here come the Demons on the 3rd down. Pump fake thrown up the near sideline, incomplete as that time Huber was the one that was the intended recipient of that pass, but no good in a 4th down situation here for Bismarck High. They're going to be forced to punt this one away as Carter Hankey's going to come out to put the foot on it. Minot High will send Burke all the way back to about his own 35-yard line. Minot High looks to see if they could have special teams be a factor tonight here in this West Region showdown between the 0-6 Demons and the 3-3 Magi. Hankey back to punt it away. Long snapper for Bismarck High is Preston Lamar. Hankey's got it. That's a tall kid. He fires it downfield, and at the 40, Burke is going to catch it here. Burke's up over the 50. Burke's got a chance at the 40. Makes a cut all the way up to the 30. Stiff arm. Hello. Burke is all the way up, almost into the Serpro red zone. And the Magi special teams and the punt return unit good for Minot High here tonight as Burke runs that one back all the way from his own 40 inside the Demon 30, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, we'll see what this is. It's on the far side of the field, so I'm not nowhere near where the ball was going on or where any blocks were going on, so it'll have no clue what that'll be.
Looks like it's going to be on Minot High as they march that football up. Is that your...
I didn't catch what.
Holding on the receiving team, so it was a holding on the Magi. They will get the ball in the 1st down and 10 situation as they go to work here from the Demon 40-yard line. 2 wideouts on the right side. One in the backfield as Sparrow takes the call. Here's the motion man, Conklin. He comes over to the left side. It's handed off here to Ruziska, and Ruziska, like a bullet, breaks free. He's up over the 30 and almost back to the original place of that football after Minot High had the 10-yard penalty. It brings up a 2nd down and a short one here for the Magi.
Yeah, I like that running style. He just kind of lowered his shoulders, and the line gave him some space and made it up, continuing going up the levels. Uh-oh.
Ball came loose. It was on the ground. Who's going to recover it here? Looks like Minot High does have it as Ruziska was stripped, but then he recovered his own fumble. And it's a 1st down for the Magi as that brings Dwayne Carlson Stadium to volume tonight. Pretty good crowd, even though it's just a bit freezing cold out here tonight.
It is a little bit. Well, it's, still for middle of October, or not even middle of October. It's still a pretty nice day out, especially if you're out there playing. But we are finally finally going to get the fall chills here, it looks like.
Flags on the play. Not only did we have tech issues like we've never had before on the PSP network tonight, I decided to wear shorts in this zip-up that is, there's not much to this thing here, Phil. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm probably going to be sending out the SOS to my wife here to bring me the sweatpants and
hot cocoa.
Yeah, maybe a snowsuit here tonight. Yeah, changed in a quick hurry. Minot High now with a first down at 15. Ruziska slipped on the play, and he's going to go down to the 20-yard line. Sorry, the 30-yard line. My apologies. And it brings up a second down and long here now for the Magi again, as that brings us to the end of our first quarter of football here tonight. All Minot High on the scoring side of things early on in this showdown. The Magi lead by 2 touchdowns at 14-0 here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. This is North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kickoff. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Minot High's up 14-0 on a Friday night, taking on the Bismarck Demons. Here on their home turf at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. The Magi on the move again with a second down situation from the Bismarck High 30-yard line. Wideouts on each side here for the Magi. Sparrow's going to fall back to pass, rolls out, fires it up the field. That one goes into the hands of, who was that? That was Fernandez. Incomplete, I believe, is the call, or was that a completed pass?
Nope. Looks like they're bringing it back. Yeah, it was close, though. I thought he kind of held on to that just a little bit, just a beat too long, and I thought that Bismarck, the Demon defender, was gonna jump in front of it and get the interception, but Jaden was able to put a little zip on it and at least give the wide receiver a chance.
Well, here come the Magi with a third down and long situation. Ball's handed off to Ruziska again. Breaks free, avoids a tackle. Now another trying to get to the edge. He's up to the original line of scrimmage before he's tattooed on the play. But Ruziska with a nice gain there, but it will still bring up a fourth down for Minot High.
Yeah, we'll see what they do in this cold weather. If doesn't look like they're going to send a kicker out, but you got to give another shout out to the Tegan Nichols over there with his blocking that time too. Again, like seen him a couple times, like wide or open some holes for Ruziska, who's then able to use his speed to get a decent gain.
Minot High's going to go forward here as Sparrow rolls out, throws it downfield.
Oh, no.
That ball's going to come free, incomplete on the pass to the Demons. Brings up a first down and 10 for the Demons.
Not a bad ball. He might, fourth down right there. If he does get intercepted, well, then it's better field position for the Magi. Might as well take a chance, and just barely out of the reach. And they're off the ricochet. I thought he was going to come back and get it, but I think his foot was out of bounds anyway, so I don't think he's eligible to catch that. But way to be around the ball there.
Demon offense comes back onto the playing surface. Quinn Hafner under center here from Larson. Handoff again. Here's a nice run for the Demons, and breaking free all the way up to almost the first down marker. And carrying it forward was Mosal. Conklin made the stop, and it's a second down and 2 to go here for the Demons.
Yeah, that's kind of, the Bismarck High offense that you're kind of used to seeing, where they're just going to run it up the gut at you and make them stop you, or make the other team stop them.
Well, Mark Gibson was on the Jordan Wilhelm podcast about 2 weeks ago, and they had a great conversation about Bismarck High football and coaching philosophies and just about life with sports in general. And tell you what, if you haven't listened to that or the Jordan Wilhelm podcast, you certainly need to do so. It's on Spotify. You can also find the link on the PSP Network podcast on the podcast tab on our PSP.network website. It's fun to listen to Mark Gibson, an old school guy that has had so much success as the head coach of the Bismarck High Demons. A year that's on familiar territory for him at 0-6 this year. Nobody that I'd rather have probably as a player to take that challenge on than with a guy like Mark Gibson.
Yeah, like you said, he's definitely an old school ball coach, and I've talked with him several times, and I've always had a lot of respect for him. It's interesting the amount of personalities that you get on the football field across the state and Gibby's definitely one of those personalities, but he they always have a well-coached team, and he always gets his guys going.
Schroeder with the carry.
Carried by Schroeder, and Hudson Schroeder is going to gain a few on the play, brings up a third down. Still have the distance to the first down marker here for Bismarck High as the wind starts to die down tonight. On a beautiful night here in Minot, right on the hill of the Magic City, out overlooking the valley. Not a cloud in the sky here tonight. Beautiful sunset here tonight across the valley. Don't you love this football field, Phil, across the board?
Yeah, it is pretty nice. The a lot of pretty cool views, like you said, in the background. And
Hafner throws it out, completed here to the near sideline. Demons are on the move as Hafner connects with Mason Huber.
Yeah, very good ball there, just out of the reach of Zach Brown. But nicely thrown ball there, and now the Demons have the chains moving a little bit here.
Well, it would be huge for Bismarck High to rally some points here as we're approaching our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Still 8 minutes, 54 seconds away on the BNC National Bank scoreboard here in the second quarter. Minot High's up by a pair of scores, 14-0. Both of those came in quarter number one here tonight. Handoff again, and Mosolf's going to cut forward, and Mosolf's going to pick up some good yardage here. It's going to be a second down and 4 to go for the Demons as Mosolf dives his way forward for an extra 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, again, 6-yard gain right there. Like the Demons are kind of somebody got a spark going on under them.
Tonight's ball game, by the way, brought to you by our friends at Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, let Roger Ward help you with your moving and storage needs. Here goes Hafner, rolls out. Oh boy, look out. He had some company. The linebacker that was there on the coverage was Brady Larson, and Larson came up with the stop there for Minot High as he got into the quarterback, and nowhere for Hafner to go as Larson was in hot pursuit.
Yeah, you as a quarterback rolling out, they're trying to buy you a little bit of time, but that time dwindles pretty fast when a guy like Larson's coming up, with a full head of steam at you. You don't get too much of a chance to really go through your reads.
Third down here for the Demons. They've got 4 to go, trailing 14-0. Minot High fans come to volume. You hear them stomping on the seats here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Hafner rolls out again. He's got company, but Hafner's going to break free, slides it ahead forward. First down for the Demons as Hafner had to get away from a couple magicians, including the big man, Caden Turnbull, who was coming at him like a howitzer. Turnbull's the last guy you want breathing down your neck. 6'3", 220 pounds. Kid's built like a Brahma bull.
Yeah, he's not a guy that you'd want a full head of steam coming at you, that's for sure.
You ever heard him sing the national anthem before?
I missed that. I did not. I heard he's got some musical talent as well, though.
Unbelievable. Yeah, he sang the national anthem a few times this year at Minot High volleyball when the Magents have been at home. And man, he really is gifted in the music department as well. Another handoff here for the Demons. They're ahead forward for another gain on the play, and it's Mosolf again that carries it ahead.
Tackle by Dylan Hooper.
Ashton Bosall, 5'9", 165 pounds. 19 carries for 37 yards on the season. No touchdowns on the year. Averages about 1.9 per carry here in his junior campaign. Seeing a lot of the football again here tonight for Mark Gibson's crew, the Bismarck Demons. Second down for the Demons at 7. Lights are on at full force tonight here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. There is a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Good ball. Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Well, the 5-yard penalty bug is going to bite the Demons on that play. Well, start of the offense, so they're going to have a second down. They lose 5, and they go behind the original line of scrimmage 2 yards. 7:02 ticks away. Big thanks tonight to Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has been in business for over 25 years down in Bismarck. Find them online, northernplains.com. Hafner throws it out. He connects here on a quick hitter all the way up to the 30-yard line. And a nice play there as that ball's going to be into the hands of Hudson Schroeder. And Hudson Schroeder is going to pick up some major yardage here. And a third down and manageable now here for Bismarck High.
Yeah, it was pretty good completion there, like just out of the reach of Ruziska, I think, there out in the flat, and did a real good job of just catching the ball, tucking it, and running and getting what he could. And now all of a sudden they have a chance here on third down.
Demons with a third down and 2. Minot High trying to make a defensive stop. Hafner hands it off. Oh, nice. How about the play coming up with the play there? Minot High from the back was Max Cunningham, and Cunningham takes him to the ground, and Max Cunningham shut the door in a hurry. That was more like slamming it shut, and it brings up a fourth down and a loss on the play as the Demons lose 3 yards on the carry as Max Cunningham from the linebacker spot comes up with maybe the play of the game or the first half for Minot High because Bismarck High was moving.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the play of the game so far up to this point, but that turns a very short third down and third and short into a fourth and tough right here.
Rolling out, Hafner over to the far sideline, downfield, incomplete. And Minot High is going to get the ball back, and they're going to go back to the offensive side of things. Take a look at Chauncey Hendershot there on the sidelines, giving Minot High's offense the instructions. Had a nice conversation with Chauncey yesterday. You know what we talked about? Wasn't football. Wasn't high school swimming, because I was at Minot High broadcasting that yesterday as well. Talked about family vehicles and what it's like being family men these days.
Yep.
Such a good guy, Chauncey Hendershot. He's done a nice job with this Minot High program after taking over for Barry Holman, who also did a fantastic job for many years. That's Ruziska, by the way, on the carry.
Yeah, I think Minot High's got a good leader in Chauncey. Like, he was the years that I got to coach with him, he was always fun to be around, and the players all responded pretty well. And I think he does a real good job.
Minot High going to work on the offense. It's Ruziska again, and Ruziska's mob there brings up a third down for the Magi as Ruziska had nowhere to go. And the Demons are stout on the defensive side of things here in the later portions of our first half.
Yeah, the Demons look like they're doing a pretty good job of that, like that cutback zone or whatever the correct verbiage is now this 20 minutes, but looks like they made a pretty good adjustment and, are kind of sniffing that play out a little bit.
Minot High from their own 40-yard line. Third down situation. Wide out, spread the field out. As Sparrow, the new recruit for Minot State, falls back to pass. Has company, throws it to the near sideline. And Minot High is going to get some yardage on that play. And Caden Kraft, who had a big touchdown last week against Cheyenne, picks up a first down for the Magi before he's shoved out of bounds.
Yeah, real good job there. It's his second big reception of the game. Good, very good play fake there. They got a couple guys. They got this edge guy to bite a little bit. And that left Kraft wide open out in the flat.
Just got the text from my wife. I told you to wear pants. And yeah, she did. As I was walking out the door this afternoon, that's exactly what she said. It's cold out here tonight. football season's fully upon us. There goes Ruziska. He's going to cut again. Ruziska up over the 35-yard line. And Ruziska really starting to move and groove as he emerges as a given for somebody that's going to be seeing some carries here this year in the West region.
Yeah, I don't want to single the guy out that he put the little juke on there, but he definitely, the guy was just a little bit out of position with his footwork and body position. And Tyson does pretty well at keeping his feet under him, where he just explodes that quick first step. Be exciting to see Tyson on the base pass this summer or this spring with the baseball season, so we can maybe get him running a little bit, stealing some bases for us.
Always an X factor. The small ball games, when you have a guy with speed like that, take us into the baseball coach's mind. What does that do for you? I mean, it kind of opens the playbook up, really, doesn't it?
You just push pressure on the defense, and I know there's an argument there, but we were at a Twins game against the Blue Jays this summer, and the Blue Jays just gave it away because putting pressure on them.
Here goes Sparrow rolling out of the pocket. He's going to bomb it downfield, throws it to Conklin. Oh, Conklin's mugged right at the goal line. He goes down hard. Incomplete was the pass as Sparrow found some extra time, threw it downfield, and it brings up a third down as that one was incomplete to Logan Conklin, who was all the way down inside the end zone, unable to reel that one in.
Yeah, that might be one where Jaden watches and he's like, he wants it back, because I think this near side defender here that was back with Conklin, I think Conklin had him beat by a step, and I think if Jaden sets his feet just a little bit more and gets behind it, he throws that, and that's a touchdown. But good job of the Demon defenders to get back there and break it up.
Tyson Ruziska again on the carry. Brings up a fourth down here for the Magi. Man, it just seems like when Ruziska hits the hole, he's almost at full speed already by the time he even gets that ball handed off to him. His acceleration is certainly fun to watch from the backfield for Minot High.
He does. He's very quick. He's very gifted that way, but he also just, his pad level is very low to the ground too. He always stays low.
Down the near sideline, incomplete on the pass, and all of a sudden, after Minot High scores twice in their first two possessions tonight, the Bismarck High defense is in the Magic City putting up a nice defensive front again, and we've got ourselves a bit of a ball game.
It is, yeah. 2-score game. They're definitely not out of it, and they've made some adjustments, and the players are starting to execute a little bit. So this is a pretty big possession right here.
Demons with the football. They're at their own 32-yard line, trailing 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Time winds down to the first half. 2:22 to play in the second quarter of football. Handoff. And nowhere to go for the Demons as Minot High's defensive front was there to make the stop. Mosolf was the one that had the carry on the football. Cunningham again on the stop. By the way, tonight's broadcast brought to you by our friends at Jersey Mike's Subs, where Jersey Mike's is where you can find a sub above. They really are tasty. Jersey Mike's in the Magic City brings you our player of the week each and every week on the PSP Network. Here's a shot downfield for the Demons into the hands, then out. Then it was juggled, but incomplete. The opportunity for Preston Lamar after Hafner threaded the needle just a bit. Not an easy play to make there, but an excellent effort coming from Preston Lamar.
That's an extremely tough catch for anybody to catch it over your outside shoulder. Because you're basically turning away from the ball, because you're always looking back inside, then he has to turn his head around. You're blindfolded and you got to pick it up again, but that was a very good throw. Very good throw by the Bismarck quarterback right there, that Hafner.
Timeout Bismarck High. They're going to use their second timeout here of the first half. Or Gibson wants to talk things over with his Demons, who are on the road tonight, trailing by 2. Score could be a little bit deceiving in how this one's actually going here tonight. Demons looking for some points on the board. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession,
Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Triple header tonight on the PSP Network. You've got Class B11-man football tonight. Velva hosting Bishop Bryan. That's a big rivalry up here in the Magic City. Scotty Cattell's on the call of that one tonight. Here's a shot from Hafner again down the field. Brown had the coverage for the Magi, incomplete. And that will bring up a 4th down now here for Bismarck High. And some of the Demons on the sideline were looking for a pass interference, but they say Brown was clean on the play.
Yeah, I can understand their frustration a little bit, but at the same time, that was a very good job by Brown of just running him off his route a little bit. Not necessarily where you completely impede him from the football, but it's just divert him, maybe is the right word. But very good job there. But again, if you're a Demon fan, you're kind of wondering why that wasn't a call there.
Hankey on to punt this one away. It's Burke back to retrieve for the Magi. Goes right through his legs, and it's going to roll all the way down to the 35-yard line. And a good punt coming there. There's a flag on the play as two players got into each other after that play for Bismarck High. It was number 84 that was in on it. That's Matt Steckler. And I didn't catch a number for Minot High.
Zach Brown, number 7 there for Minot. We'll see what happens. It might be a case of the last guy that does anything got caught. There's a little bit of extracurricular activity. To me, it looked like a real good pancake block by Zach Brown, but I kind of caught the tail end. We'll see what they say.
Personal foul. Minot. Excuse me, correction. We got Bismarck. The 15-yard penalty. Minot gets the ball. First down.
So dual infractions, and Minot will get the ball.
Okay.
2 minutes for roughing on each side, basically.
Yeah.
For all you hockey fans out there. By the way, that's not far away. We're getting geared and ready to set our winter schedule on the PSP Network. What would you like to see this year on the winter schedule on the PSP Network? Last year we had full fill of basketball, full fill of hockey. We introduced wrestling to the mix last year. Boys swimming as well. Looking forward to the winter sports season. Nothing like WDA competition in North Dakota, is there? Look out. Here's Sparrow over to the near sideline. That one was into the hands of Kraft and then out, incomplete.
Yeah, good. The snap was just a little off, it looked like, but good job by the Demons to get in there and attack and not let Jaden feel comfortable enough to set his feet and go through his reads at all.
Under 90 seconds to play in the first half. BNC National Bank scoreboard reads 14-0 Minot High. They set up near the right hash of the football field from their own 40-yard line. They hand off to Ruziska. Breaks free from a tackle. Doesn't get much more after that. He's ahead forward and down to the play. And now we've got some more extras again as flags are going to come in here. Talked about it in the pregame show tonight, Phil. There's no love lost between Bismarck High and Minot High.
No, definitely not. It was always a game you were ready to play, and I've been on both sides of it. My sophomore year, I don't even remember the score because we got beat a little pretty good, but the next couple years we got them, and they were all-out blood battles. Like, they were respect for each other, but at the same time, you want to be the one to knock the guy on his butt and then help him up first because you got him, but not a whole lot of love lost between these two teams.
Late 90s, early 2000s. Gatorade Player of the Year for high school football in North Dakota, Phil Shirk, who joins us here tonight. How much did you look forward to the Bismarck High matchup when that was on the schedule each and every year?
Well, it was a whole lot of fun. Like I said, that first year as a sophomore, you're just kind of excited to be out there and playing. My senior year especially, I think it was a 1-versus-2 game, and they had a kid named Greg Esslinger who eventually, I think he ended up in the league, played in the NFL a little bit. We know he was going to be coming at us, but it was one of those things where, like, that was, you don't hear the crowd, you don't hear anything else, you're just out there really focused and getting after each other. And I think it was 12-6 or like one-score game. We just, nobody was giving an inch, and we managed to sneak away 2 big plays for the win. But there was absolutely nothing that was going to keep us from getting after them. Like, we just wanted to be the most physical team out there.
Love that rivalry. Quarterback keeper, it's Sparrow that followed Ruziska, who went through the hole, and then a big gain there for Minot High's quarterback, Jaden Sparrow. Brings up a 4th down now here for the Magi as they're in Bismarck High territory, and we're under a minute to play, under a half a minute to play, I should say, here in our first half of football. 14-0 Minot High on top. Demons are in white tonight, Minot's in maroon if you're just joining us here on the PSP Network. Minot scored in the first quarter twice. Minot High with 1 timeout remaining. Bismarck High uses their final timeout here. We'll take a step aside as well. 14-0 Minot High on top. It's North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network.
Fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Is she bringing snacks?
I think that's what that was. One of the beauties of high school sports is who you get to meet in the press box from time to time. I don't know what was going on up here. Kind lady came through, wondered what we needed. I thought somebody sent the caterer up here to us. Here's the play on the 4th down for the Magi, and that one's going to be completed here to the near sidelines to Horner.
Good job of Hunter running a good route, running that, and every day you practice, it might be a 5-yard out or an 11-yard out, but Hunter did a good job of just doing exactly what they needed for that first down right there, extending the half, and, a little bit closer. We'll see how many cracks at the end zone they can take now.
Time's against him here with 12 seconds remaining. Here's Sparrow rolling out to his left. Now he's going to run it ahead forward, tosses it downfield into the hands and out. That one was right there, but incomplete. It goes. I believe it was Ty Kitchen that was there on the far left side. It was, but it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, just a very good job of Jaden. Felt the pressure outside, kind of stepped up, but just didn't quite set his feet enough, and just a little bit behind that receiver. And anybody at home that's watching frustrated, go out and sprint and have your kid throw you a football just a little bit behind you, and try not to hurt your back twisting around and trying to catch it, or let alone catching the thing.
Downfield, Sparrow takes a shot at it here. Went up to Conklin. Conklin put the arms up, incomplete. And that's how the first half of football will end. 14-0 Minot High on top. Just on that note, Phil, I sneezed the other day and threw my back out, so I have no room at all to have any conversation there. We'll have a full recap of our first half of football when we come back to the Wayne Carlson Stadium. Let's go to our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Magi lead 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. This is high school football on the PSP Network.
For over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Well, we come back to the Wayne Carlson Stadium, and the Minot High Jets dance team is here tonight for halftime entertainment. We'll watch this as we give you the recap on our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Nick Holberg and Phil Shurik on the call here tonight. Phil, overall, your thoughts on that first half of football where Minot High finds themselves on top 14-0 over the Bismarck High Demons?
I think, Minot in your game plan, when somebody tells you get up 14-0 your first two drives, I think you're really excited with how that's going. But at the same time, I think the Demons did a really good job of coming back, making some adjustments, like scheme-wise, and then the players were able to execute it. So you got to give them credit there too. So as a hometown Magic guy, you got to hopefully get the guys going again, and then from the Demon side, you kind of got to. I mean, to me, like the Demons might have a little bit of momentum after that. After that, coming back, making some big stops, and they want to keep that going.
Bismarck High, a team that coming into tonight at 0-6, obviously they're looking for some bright spots here on their season. And in that first half, I mean, that has to be one where Minot High, not a bright spot, the Minot High scored 2 on them early on, but the fact that defensively they came up with some stops, so that obviously their offense moved the chains just a bit as well there. That obviously has to be a bright spot for Mark Gibson and his crew here tonight. How about for the Magi and Chauncey Hendershot? Anything that you saw tonight that Chauncey's probably praising in the room right now after one half of football?
I mean, those zone reads or cutback runs, and like that Tyson was able to have a couple big runs on. Like I think, I'm sure he's telling those linemen, like, when you guys do your job and do it well, I mean, look what happens. Those linemen, they don't get a whole lot of credit. And not to take any away from Tyson, he hits those holes going full speed right away. But those up front guys are so important. So, I'm sure Chauncey's telling them, like, you guys can do it. Like, you just got to be able to execute and continue that.
Phil, let's take a look right now at the AA and single A polls in North Dakota as we enter this week of football here, as the time starts to wind down in the 2020 campaign. And when you look at the polls right now for AA football, it's Fargo Davies at number 1 and 5-1 on the years. We enter week number 7. Cheyenne number 2, Mandan at number 3. Shanley at number 4. Legacy hops into the top 5 and stays there after Minot High got bounced from the top 5 about a week ago. Minot High and West Fargo still receiving some votes. Those two teams are going to play in 2 weeks, a game that we'll have the broadcast of on the PSP Network. Valley City's number 1 in 11A ball. Jamestown sits number 2. Valley City undefeated, the only unbeaten team in 11 single A on the year. Fargo South falls down to number 3. Red River moves up to number 4, and Fargo North falls to number 5. Any real surprises on this list at all that you can see for the media poll for the last week and this week of 10-6 here, 2022?
I don't think so. I think when Minot went down to Davies and we watched the game on the PSP Network there, like, I was pretty impressed with not only just the athletes that Davies had, but the size and I mean the depth that they had. It seemed, there was every time there would be somebody else's name called after making a big play or something, but they were pretty good. Cheyenne is just kind of an old school Nebraska type team where they're just going to pound you down and wear you down. They're big and strong, and those kids look like they really enjoy the weight room. But so it'll be interesting. I think they have it right so far, at least of all the teams that I've seen, and And, hopefully some of these other teams can continue to make improvements throughout the year and take one of them down. But right now, I think those two are definitely the cream of the crop.
It's going to be interesting as we come down the stretch. And, of course, QRF this year is the difference maker and what we're going to see decide our playoff picture. Whereas last year, you saw the top 5 from the West, top 3 from the East qualify for the playoffs. Well, they ended up with the wrong teams in the playoffs as Fargo-Davies didn't quite qualify in. And this year, they've changed their way of selecting those playoff teams, and now they're using the QRF formula. And the QRF is basically the quality ratings formula where all sorts of analytics are going to be taken into play on what teams are where and who's going to be 1, 2, 3, all the way down to number 8. See Minot High currently at number 6 at 3-3 on the year, with Minot number 6 currently at 3-3 with 67 QRF points. West Fargo Cheyenne at 5-1 with 108 QRF points. Davies currently number 2 with 101. Shanley number 3 with 93 of those points. Got to go all the way to the bottom to find Bismarck High at 0-6 at 15.5 QRF points on the season. Again, top 8 are going to get in off of the QRF. Your thoughts on the way North Dakota high school football saw the issue last year with the teams that didn't qualify for the playoffs, and moving to the QRF this year? Are you a fan of what High School Activities Association has done here?
I will admit I probably don't know enough about the QRF to completely comment or complain or whatever with that, but I do like how they did see that issue that happened last year with the teams that got in and the teams that were sitting at home during the playoffs. And I think anytime you do anything, somebody will have an opinion the other way. But I'm very glad that they were able to do something, and they were able to see that it wasn't exactly perfect. Not saying the QRF's perfect, but that they were able to come up with some sort of a solution that they see as that'll provide better outcomes than what happened last year.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all shapes up. We'll have full Dakota Bowl coverage for you on the PSP network. It will be audio only, as TV rights in North Dakota are owned by ABC for another year. So we will not have video coverage for you, but we will have wall-to-wall audio coverage. Our crew from Bismarck, Scott Woodmansey, Todd Domrey's, Chuck Claremont, myself will be at the Fargo Dome. The following day, we'll actually have the state cheer competition on the PSP network. Hope you join us for that as well. That should be awesome on the PSP network coming up the day after. 14-0 here at the break. It's our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Premier Chiropractic ND.com. That's our family's choice for chiropractic care of the Magic City. You can visit Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry Domrey's at Premier Chiropractic ND and PremierChiropracticND.com. Again, 14-0 at the break. Minot High on top of Bismarck High tonight in this West Region showdown. The Magi moving and grooving. The defense putting up the defense just a bit at the end of the first half. When we come back, we'll kick off half number 2 of high school football tonight here on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you had the mounting, this
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Chilly night tonight to the Magic City. About to heat up for two of these schools that don't have a whole lot of love for each other. It's Minot High, Bismarck High. Old school rivalry tonight, and one that has always been worth the price of admission. No different here tonight, 14-0 at the half. Minot High leading the showdown here tonight. Nick Holberg alongside of Phil Shurik as we put a cap on our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. PremierChiropracticND.com. Our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. It's Premier Chiropractic. Time for our second half of football. Bismarck High's in white tonight. If you're just joining us, Minot High is in maroon. And we're set to kick things off. Minot High will return the football to start things here in our second half. What they do with Burke. I'm sorry. It was with Burke.
Looked like 32 there. Peyton Joa threw up his hands for a fair catch signal. So that means anybody on the team cannot advance that football there.
Thank you. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by our friends at Planet Pizza, proudly serving the Magic City for just about 25 years. Planet Pizza can be found tonight at planetpizzaND.com. You can call and order at 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, they truly are out of this world. Try the stuffed breadsticks or the Blue Buffalo Pizza. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. There's Ruziska, makes a cut to his left, then to his right, back up to his left. And Ruziska's got the carry up over the 20-yard line. Brings up a second down and 2 to go here for the Magi as Ruziska continues to impress tonight for the Magicians.
Yeah, good start there by the Magi and their offensive line.
Handoff again, and forward it comes for the Magicians. And Demons are going to make the stop just about at the first down marker, it looks like here. Or will we see a first down? We will. It's a first down and 10 for the Magicians after the Demons tried their best to make the stop, but Minot High found the extra yard.
Yeah, Johnner did a good job of coming up and filling that hole, but Ruziska is, like I've kind of talked about before a lot, like with their pads that low and his momentum going forward, he is able to fall forward for the first down.
Sparrow hands it off again to Ruziska. He's going to break free. Oh, man, he was whipped around there and thrown down hard. Ruziska made the gain, but it was Johnner that threw him around like a rag doll just a bit.
Yeah, it looked like he was kind of trying to strip the ball there and make something happen, and Ruziska just kind of did a little twirly-do. But again, it's 2nd and 2. He'll take that 8-yard gain every time there.
Well, they go to him again, and this time Ruziska up to the first down marker, and then they're going to be pushed backwards here. Minot High picks up another first down, and 3 sets of downs for the Magi, and 3 times the chains have moved for him here, and another first down and 10 for Minot High as they try to exit their own territory.
Yeah, they just keep the foot on the gas pedal is what you're thinking if you're Minot right now. Like, just doing a good job of those positive yardage plays.
By the way, you can call Hub International Insurance and talk to Michael Borman or Josh Cattell for all your personal or business insurance needs. Hub International Insurance, largest North American insurance brokerage. Call Hub International Insurance today. And again, talk to Josh Cattell or Michael Borman, 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance. They bring you the broadcast here tonight along with our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Visit minotbraces.com to start your free virtual consultation, or online at minotbraces.com. Again, Prestwich Orthodontics. Quick one over to Conklin. Was complete. Conklin had to dive forward for it, so only about a half-a-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd down here for the Magi.
Yeah, that one was a tough one for Conklin, but at the same time, there was a Demon defender that was coming right up for him. So could have been either you take a short gain like that, or you get, have a chance of getting crushed.
Third down and 10 here. Fired to the far side. That ball was incomplete. Kitchen down after he was hit on the play.
Searles pass intended for Kitchen falls incomplete.
Looks like he got up.
Brings up 4th down.
Kitchen slow to come off. It's going to bring up a 4th down here for Minot High now with 8:54 to play here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that turf, when it gets a little bit colder like this, it gets it's not quite as soft as when it's nice and warm outside.
Century leading Legacy tonight by a score of 13-0. That game in the 3rd quarter as well, down at the Community Bowl down in Bismarck. That one tonight on the PSP Network. Todd Dobries, Chuck Claremont have the call of that one tonight. Again, it's Century that leads Legacy. That would be huge tonight for Bismarck Century, where they're at the standings down towards the bottom, and Legacy being a team that's ranked in the state of North Dakota right now. That is a big matchup tonight. We don't have an update for you from Velva here tonight, however. Some tech issues in Velva tonight also on the PSP Network, so we do appreciate your patience with us here tonight. This one's been nothing but a rock-up, sock-up style matchup tonight, an old street fight as we knew it would be here between the Demons and Minot High. Minot High scored twice early in the 1st quarter. That's the last scoring to report in the football game as the Demons have the ball, 1st down and 10. And again on the play is, again, it was carried by the workhorse for the most part here tonight, Mosolf. And Ashton Mosolf was good for 2 yards on the gain there.
Yeah, the kind of little bit of a slow developing play, but did a really good job of hitting the hole when he got there. And got to give Minot's defensive line and the linebackers credit too for coming up and filling that.
From the shotgun going to work is Quinn Hafner. Hafner, the quick hitter was incomplete, brings up a third down situation. Well, Bismarck High and their offensive line of Harlstead, Doctor, Sherwin, and Schaefer. Schaefer at 6'6", 310 on the right tackle position. 6 foot 225 for Sherwin. Doctor at 6'2", 205, the junior left guard, the left tackle. Harlstead at 5'11", 290. The Demons do have some size up front on that offensive line. They also have some youth as well. Two sophomores, a junior and a senior. Hafner back to pass, cross the middle, complete, all the way up to just about the 40-yard line. And the Demons move and groove there is Preston Lamar on the connection from Hafner. And Lamar continues to impress when he gets the football passed to him. He's good for some yards on average, 13.1 per average. Do you expect to see him get some more of those looks here in this ball game?
Yeah, I think so. I think, they are mixing up their traditional power run game, but he's looked pretty good back there. That Hafner has. He's put a lot of balls in very good positions, and especially when he gets time like that last play, he's able to put the ball right on the money. Like, I've been pretty impressed with him.
Mosolf ran it forward for a gain of 2. I'm sorry, make it a gain of 3 actually for Mosolf. Beckett made the stop for Minot High here tonight.
Another guy that you got to mention, too, is that big right tackle, that Schaefer, big 65 there. It looks like they moved him over to the left maybe this play. But, Caden Turnbow is a kid whose name we're used to calling quite a bit, and he's been able to keep him at bay pretty well this game. In that last pass play, like his feet moved really, really well for a big dude. Like it's pretty. It'll be interesting to see, I guess, what his future plans are if he decides to pursue football. He's got the size for it, so I'd like to probably have to keep an eye on that one. It's only a sophomore.
A lot of room to grow, a lot of time to grow as well. Mom and Dad probably maybe not as jacked about that. I'm sure the cereal and milk bill at that house has got to be high.
Yeah, exactly.
Mosolf again carries it forward. That last play was Lamar again from Hafner. And the Demons are on the move here with a second down and 5 situation here with 6 minutes, 16 seconds ticking away in our third quarter. Minot High up 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. A ball game and a matchup between the 0-6 Demons and 3-3 Magi here tonight on the PSP Network. If you're just joining us, thanks for spending your Friday night with us. Nick Holberg and Phil Shurik on a chilly night at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Under center, Hafner pitches it back over to the left side, trying to get around it over the edge there on the carry for the Demons. First time was Tincher here in the second half, if I'm not mistaken, on the carry here for Bismarck High.
Tincher with the carry. Tackle made by Cunningham.
Yeah, once again, big thanks to Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Call 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com. Big third down here for Bismarck High. Lamar's got it again, and Lamar's going to be taken down. Caden Turnbow there to reel him in, and also on the play, Minot High linebacker coming up with another stop for the Magicians was Brady Larson.
Yeah, Brady Larson's a kid who's been flying all over the field today, too. It seems like he's been getting a little more aggressive the past few games, and is, I don't know if the coaches have kind of changed the game plan with him or not, but he's fun to watch run around and make some plays.
I've said it from week number 1 this year for the Magi, and no offense to be taken anybody in the past, but it just seems like Minot High this year in that linebacking core of what they've been able to bring to the table with Michael George, Max Cunningham, and Brittany Larson. It just seems like they've got that desire to put you on the ground a little bit more maybe than some of the guys in the past years, or maybe they're just have that ability in a higher skill level possibly.
Well, I think Michael George, I feel like if we've been saying his name for a couple of years now, and at the same time too, the one thing is those up front linemen. A lot of times, if they're making plays and they're creating double teams and taking guys away from being able to move up into the next level, like that really helps the linebackers. And like you said, yeah, those guys are definitely moving around, like being more aggressive, I think, than the recent couple of years here. But I think too, you do have to give those big linemen credit because they're, like I said, it seems like every game we talk about Turnbow, and Aiden Beckett is being in there. That number 51, Desarius Jones, like it seems like when he gets, on pass plays, when he gets single, with one guy on him, like he's running around creating trouble, so he's getting double teamed. Oh, I think they got it.
Handoff again, and the Demons are going to pick up a first down and then some more. The Bismarck High sideline comes to volume here as they look for their first points tonight on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. By the way, BNC National Bank with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Big possession again here for Bismarck High. And that cliche has been used a few times here tonight. But in a 14-0 football game, it certainly couldn't be more true now as the run is going to be there again for Mosolf. And Mosolf dances his way through for just about a 6-yard gain on the play. And he's really had the ball handed to him quite a few times here tonight. Really been the workhorse here tonight for the Demons.
He has. He's done a pretty good job. Not necessarily the biggest statured running back, but showing he can be dependable, and he's tough enough to handle all those carries. And it's a real nice cutback right there for him.
From the left hash, two wideouts over on the left side. It's Mosolf again that is going to take the football, and he's going to be eaten up in a hurry by the Minot High defense. George in on it again, or is that Cunningham this time?
I think King over there. King did a very good job of holding that end, doing very textbook of what you're supposed to do. One step up, one step in, and just holding that edge and not letting him get outside and not letting him beat him to the sideline. Like, very good job right there.
Alex King limping off the sideline on the bottom of your screen there.
Desarius Jones there, I think.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Phil. Falling back to pass. Hafner taking a shot downfield. Incomplete. Conklin had the coverage there on Johnner, and the pass was just a bit overthrown to bring up a fourth down here for Bismarck High as they knock on the ServPro red zone door. ServPro, Minot and Bismarck bringing you the red zone each and every night for high school football. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water, cleanup and restoration at ServPro of the Magic City. Bringing you the red zone here tonight where Bismarck High is trying to get on their fourth down situation. Spread the field out just a bit as Hafner falls back to pass. They're going to take a shot to the end zone. Down to the corner, that ball just incomplete. On the chance there, the first down and 10 marker comes up for the Magi as the defensive coverage was on for Minot High as that pass was incomplete to Lamar for the Demons.
Yeah, really good job of coverage right there. Again, just kind of not cutting him off necessarily, but diverting his path just a little bit. And again, it looked like he was trying to get him to the outside, and there was space there, and maybe that's a little bit of a miscommunication between Hafner and Lamar there, but that, again, that's a really tough catch for a high school kid to catch that over the outside shoulder.
Handoff again to Ruziska. He's going to make a cut back at the 25. And then Ruziska is going to be hauled up on the play. Ball's on the ground. Ruziska's back after it. Where are they going to mark him down here? If that was a fumble, And where it's recovered, it was at the 20-yard line. Minot High is going to lose some yards on that play as the Bismarck defense comes up big.
Yeah, that was, I think, number 1, that Fernandez there. It looked like his forward momentum was stopped a little bit, but good job of Minot guys and Ruziska in particular, of, staying around the ball and being ready if something were to happen like that.
Thanks for your help on that one, Phil. I do appreciate you. Sparrow downfield, finds Conklin. He's got him up over the 40-yard line. And Sparrow to Conklin. Hello, there's a big-time gain for the Magi. And they're going to go hurry-up offense with it right to the line of scrimmage again as the chains move. And one of the top duos in the West Region connects again.
Yeah, very nice play right there. That'll be fun to go and watch a replay of. It looked like he kind of just barely got a hand on it, was able to tip it up to himself, which sometimes you kind of like don't necessarily coach guys to do that, but he's a pretty good athlete there and didn't bat it too high and was able to just reel it in. Very nice throw there too by Jaden.
Ruziska tried to pick up where Conklin left off, and he's just about going to do it. He's up to the 30-yard line. Was it enough to get to the 31 for first down? Where will they mark the football? Looks like it's going to be a second down and a short here.
Brings up the second down.
Second down and 1 is what they'll call it. Minot High is knocking on the Serve Pro red zone on the other side of the field now as the Magicians spread it out with 2 on the right side. Conklin over here on the left. 1 in the backfield, that's Ruziska. He's got it, holes there. Ruziska's going to break free, spin move now, another 10-yard line, down to the 5. Can he get to the pylon? Not quite. And Ruziska looking like he's playing Xbox here tonight with a little juke move, and then the spin move takes it deep inside the Serve Pro red zone.
Yes, very good job. Really good job by those interior linemen right there. And Tyson was able to put a move on the second level defenders, those backers, and just if he wouldn't have just been tripped up, I think he would have got to the pylon, but very good run right there.
Sparrow on the keeper, and he's going to fall onto his backside. Brings up a 2nd and goal as Minot High is in the Serve Pro red zone. Again, 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro. Minot High with the same play call. Do they get into the end zone? Waiting for the call. Minot High sideline has the arms in the air. Sparrow's got it. Chauncey Hendershot still has his arms in the air, still waiting for the call. That ball couldn't get much closer to the plane of the goal line. 3rd down, Minot High on the keeper again. Sparrow, is he in this time? Waiting for the call again.
Sparrow on the carry. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
End of the 3rd quarter, and they're going to say that Sparrow didn't get in again. Hey, I don't know. You couldn't be much closer than that. Credit Bismarck's defense coming up big as they're going to come together and have a conversation about it here. The officials still talking. What do you think that conversation is right now, Phil?
Yeah, they're just seeing, making sure they're seeing what they're seeing and talk about, kind of why they're marking it the way they are, I suppose. But from our angle, obviously they're at a much better angle than we are, so kind of got to believe them there. But they must kind of like something, to get up there and go. Jaden's not necessarily the biggest quarterback to get after it, but must see something they like there.
3 quarters complete tonight. We've got ourselves a 14-0 ball game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High's on top here tonight in the showdown. West Region foes.
For 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, Minot High looking to make it a 3-score ball game here, leading 14-0. Past 2 attempts right at the goal line, unsuccessful for the Magi as the bigs for Bismarck High on the defensive side shut the door. Now it's a 4th down and goal situation. Is this ball marked at underneath the half-yard line here. Sparrow from under center again. Got Ruziska in the backfield this time. Sparrow goes over to the right side, making his left side. And Sparrow's in for the touchdown. The Magi are on the board again. And they take the 20-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, like I said, the coaches must have seen something they liked, and Bismarck really did a good job of making adjustments down at the goal line on the other side. And Minot came back with one small adjustment there, ran it the other direction with Jaden, and were able to get in.
On to kick the point after attempt from Minot High was Burke. And that one goes in through the uprights of the Magi. Lead by a score of 21-0 here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High moving and grooving here in the second half. They've got themselves a 3-score lead. Bismarck High gets the ball back when we return here to the Magic City.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
final quarter of football tonight in the showdown between Minot High and Bismarck High here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Minot High's up by a score of 21-0, looking to see if they could put the finishing touches on what would be win number 4 inside of the conference here tonight. It's a game plan for Minot High, you think, Phil, here in this fourth quarter of football?
You know, hopefully it's just to keep the foot on the gas pedal. Ooh, nice move. Keep the foot on the gas pedal. Keep putting pressure on them, and first down, and eat the clock, and just keep the momentum going.
Schroeder had the carry back for Bismarck High. You think Bismarck High and Mark Gibson take a few more big chances here with the quarterback that they have and the way Lamar's played tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I think we might see a little bit more of the ball going downfield a little bit, or some more sweep type plays to get maybe break a big one, but we'll see what they see.
Wolsoff on the handoff. Hauled up just over the 40-yard line.
One thing to remember, too, we've got almost 11 and a half minutes of the game left. I'm sure they're not putting it in panic mode quite yet, so see if they can get some momentum back right away.
Play clock's at 19. Here for Hafner. Bismarck High quarterback that's done a nice job here tonight. Doesn't have any points on the board yet. One interception to his name, but has competed with the Minot High linebackers in that offensive line and then made plays just like that as he goes out to Lamar. Lamar's inside the Serve Pro red zone as Hafner finds Lamar with a big gain there. And it will be a first down for the Bismarck Demons, and they are knocking on Minot High's doorstep.
Yeah, I like that play. It looks like in the way back at free safety there, Conklin kind of spied somebody else going by him, so you always have to honor the deep guy first, and then Bismarck was able to, instead of running a drag across the field where the backers were, slide behind the backers and made a real nice throw there and let Lamar run a little bit.
Bismarck High really spreads it out here. 2 on the left side, 2 on the right from the left hash. Demons at the Minot High 20. Here's Hafner, the pass forward. That knocked down by Beckendall. There is a flag on the play. On the first down situation, we'll see what the call is on the field.
Hafner's pass falls incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
Full start of the offense, it looks like.
Yeah, that or illegal formation or...
Illegal formation.
Good call, Phil.
5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Well, just a dagger there for Bismarck High, and maybe not the biggest dagger of the night, but you make the big play as Lamar goes downfield into the red zone from Hafner. And then on the very next snap, legal formation, and you march it back 5 yards. Still at the 25 with good field position and in 4-down territory.
Yeah, that's something you just kind of a communication thing sometimes with the refs. Oh, nice throw.
Hafner to Lamar. He's inside the 5-yard line, and those two hooking up tonight in a nice way as Lamar falls down, make it the 2-yard line, and Hafner completes another one. And this will be a 1st down and goal here for the Bismarck Demons, and a prime opportunity to put some points on the board and capitalize on some momentum here in the late portion of the ballgame.
Yeah, good job of, like when they do spread that out, they kind of take Conklin out of the middle back there and have to force him to shade one way, and they're able to get Preston, that Lamar has about 5 inches on Brown back there. So like that play call. Nice play there too.
Big time stop there coming from the Magi.
Tackle in the backfield by Alex King.
And it was Alex King that came up with the stop. Mosolf going to lose some yards on the play. He had the opportunity, and Mosolf found out Alex King was able to get around pretty quick there. And a nice stop for the Magi. Marches the Demons back 3 yards on that possession. 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, King's been having a very good half. Last quarter we talked about a big play that it was him one-on-one on the end over there, and did a good job of sticking the running back, and came up with that play there too. Oh,
flag on the play. Mosolf on the carry. Picked up a yard, but we'll see where the flag lies. Stick around for tonight's postgame show. Brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Home to the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome. You can order online at Shots Crossroads. Man, Mark Gibson's got to be living on that Bismarck High sideline at this point, doesn't he?
Yeah, those holding calls are tough. Some, granted that they're going to happen and do that, but holding's kind of one of those things where you're just not quite in real good position, or like where you need to be, and then kind of reach out and grab and protect your ball carrier, the quarterback or something, and they get you for that. But it's I don't want to say it's an effort penalty by any means, but it's kind of one where if you do the little things right, the less that you will get called for it.
Flag on the play. Play clock came down to 0. And Bismarck High is going to march it back again as the play clock ran out of time. Play clock reset to 25 here. And the Demons, who were right at almost the goal line, are now set up at the 17-yard line here when they had that opportunity in a 1st and goal from the 2.
That one might be a pretty frustrating one right there. I'm not sure. I don't know if the play call got in late or if they're just kind of taking it easy up, but
Hafner, corner, incomplete. Defensive coverage was on from Minot High, and a play there from William Clark. I'm sorry.
Ruziska on William Clark, I believe.
Ruziska made the play.
Yep, Schroeder was the intended receiver, but that is it's a pretty good play by Ruziska. Sometimes those offensive guys are able to get away with a little bit more handsy stuff, and the receiver was fighting for his position, but Ruziska's a strong kid. He's able to fight through it and block that, hit the ball down.
Minot High calls a timeout. We'll do the same thing. 21-0. Minot leads Bismarck. The Demons were knocking. Then they got bit by the penalty bug. Pretty bad here. Minot High trying to make a defensive stop to keep it a 0 on the Bismarck Demons side of the board late in quarter number 4.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Well, some credit due here tonight to the Minot High Band. They're sticking around for the whole thing tonight. Good to see those students here tonight to provide some atmosphere on a chilly night here in the Magic City. Bismarck High with a third down all the way back at the 17-yard line. They go to work after Minot High called the timeout. Hafner was drilled as he threw the football. And again, coming up with the stop, Minot High. Man, those linebackers do a nice job for the Magi, don't they? That time it was George and Brady Larson in on the play.
Yeah, I like that aggressive play call right there. And even here, one good thing too that I saw, this corner kind of came up, was going to jam the wide receiver, and as soon as the quarterback got in his drop, he really didn't even get to plant his feet as he was coming forward. He had to hurry, and the Magi were able to bat it away.
Hafner on the fourth down and goal situation, rushed out of the pocket. He's hit, then the pass is thrown. Is that incomplete, or is it going to be picked up? Minot High is going to get the ball back.
Yep, I'm not saying it was incomplete because
that's where they wanted it, was back on at the 17 instead of inside at the 5. Turnover on downs. Minot High gets the ball back here. And now with 7:57 left in this ball game, Minot High's got an opportunity, probably not to put it into cruise control, but to use their time wisely here would be a way to say it. Take some air out of the football to see if they could move on to a victory tonight here on their home field, but plenty of time still left in the ball game. Another flag on the play. Burke's going to run the football. He's going to be stuck there and put right into the ground on the defensive stop coming from Bismarck High. And on the stop was number 35, Harvison.
Burke on the carry.
Bit of a penalty-ridden game here tonight on both sides of the football.
Yeah, there has been a few. For the most part, you got to give Minot credit this year. They've played fairly well. Looks they must have just picked that flag up. They haven't been, had a whole lot of penalties.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Somebody must have been moving while Burke was starting his jet sweep moves there. But Minot, for the most part, this year has been pretty disciplined. Not a lot of penalty yards for him.
Minot High receiving votes in the polls all the way up to number 5 at one point, and then they played two of the best teams in the state of North Dakota in Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne. They lost to both of them, but tell you what, that matchup last week against West Fargo Cheyenne, there were some turning points in that ball game that one shift of a play going a different direction, and that outcome could have changed. Minot High had an opportunity after tying the game up to start the second half at 14-14. On the ensuing kickoff, Minot High recovered a football that came off the chest of one of the receivers, kick returners, I should say, for Cheyenne. And Minot had the ball at the 25-yard line, but they ended up going 4 and out on the play, and that was kind of a turning point to that ball game as that momentum shifted. And then it was Cheyenne that took it 61 yards 2 plays later for the score.
Yeah, Cheyenne, and they're just such a big, strong team, and they just keep after you, and kind of wear you down, and then all of a sudden you look up and they've scored 2 quick ones. So, but they're able to stay with them at least. Oh.
Ball Sparrow on the keeper. He went down in a heap. Demons right on top of him. Brings up a 4th down here for the Magi as Sparrow looks for the play call from Minot High sideline. And third-year head coach Chauncey Hendershot and a new group comes out for the Magi. Here with 6:20 ticking away here in this 4th quarter.
Schroeder did return for the Demons.
Play clock all the way down to 7. Schroeder back to retrieve the punt here from Minot High. Snap was good. This ball's going to be booted all the way out. 40-yard line down to the 35, dancing its way down inside the 30. How about a punt all the way down to the 29-yard line? Demons will get the ball there. Minot High has really found some success on that special teams as Pettis comes up big again for Minot High with the boot.
Yeah, very good job there. That's, 15 yards, after the roll that they got, like 15 yards here, 15 yards there. It seems like Pettis has been able to get some nice rolls like that. Like, that makes a big difference can make a big difference in the field position and the outcome of a game even.
First down and 10 for the Demons. Hafner taking a shot here, throwing it downfield. That one to Lamar, incomplete. And the coverage in the secondary there again for Minot High. And 2 Browns in the backfield, and that time it was Zachary Brown that comes up with a stop for Minot High.
Yeah, very good job again. Zach Brown's had a lot of very good coverage there. That wasn't a terribly thrown ball. I think if he had it over again, he might have put a little bit more mustard on it and let him run under it. But really well thrown ball and very nice coverage on the play.
Big thanks again tonight to Hub International Insurance. Find them in Bismarck. Call Josh Cattell or Michael Borman today for all your personal or business insurance needs. Hub International Insurance brings you the ball game tonight with our friends at Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Roger Ward has been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Quite a while, Phil, for Roger Ward Moving and Storage here in the Magic City and surrounding areas. They're partnered with Jobbers Moving and Storage down in Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Moving across town or across the country, let Jobbers and Roger Ward help you with your moving and storage needs. And by the way, stick around tonight in our planning team financial advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame. We'll have our Jobbers moving and storage move of the game here tonight. We'll also have our MVP of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips brings you the MVP and the MVP haircut experience.
Result for the Demons, first down.
Demons pick up a first down. We're under 5 minutes to play here in the ball game. Trailing 21-0, Bismarck High doing what they can against Minot High here tonight. Another flag on the play. Look for the trick play. Look out, might have been a horse collar here on the near sideline as well on that one. And we'll see if there's another yellow piece of laundry coming out onto the playing surface. Officials converse.
Seeing some adjustment here from Bismarck too, and it seems like they're still attacking through the air, but they're trying to get the ball out. 3-step drop, get the ball out, or that one, just get it out there quick. And I think that's a testament to just the amount of pressure that Minot's been able to put on the quarterback the whole game up to this point.
Illegal horse collar tackle to defense. Illegal formation on the offense. We're going to replay first down.
Offsetting penalties there. We'll replay the first down. Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like it there.
First down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Demons go to work. Hafner from the shotgun. Falls back to pass, takes a shot downfield. Goes up for Lamar. That one is going to result in pass interference. That time Zach Brown got into Lamar. You heard somebody in the seats yelling for the flag, and they're going to get their wish on that play.
We'll see here. Look kind of offensive, but let's see. Sure they can hear the reaction of the people next door, but I kind of agree. Like on that play, Zach did a really good job there. He didn't even really run him off. He was in better position, and the receiver was trying to go through him. Finally, looked like he grabbed onto his jersey and gave him a little tug, but the refs are closer and they're out there, so Sure. Gonna have to live with it.
Yeah, they definitely deserve some praise, whether you think they're doing a great job tonight or not. Here's Hafner downfield, wide open, all the way down inside the 2-yard line. That pass was completed, and a nice play there from the Demons, their biggest play of the ball game, as that pass was bombed downfield, and it was McNichols, I believe, or McCormick, 15 or 16. I'm having a hard time catching a number from up here. They're going to say it was Huber that was the one on the catch.
Okay. I can't. There's a dirt spot in front of me. I'm going to use that excuse.
Well, I'm doing my best tonight. We had some tech issues at the start of the show. Running the camera here tonight, trying to spot for you folks. A little short staff tonight on the PSP Network. This ball is going to be handed off here all the way to the goal line. Demons are going to get in. They've got a score here tonight. And Bismarck High breaks the ice here with 2 minutes, make it 3 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of football.
Yeah, if you're a Bismarck High fan, that's what exactly what you wanted right there. So we'll see how the next possession turns out for them.
Demons with the point after attempt coming here. Carter Hankey listed as the one that would be on to kick the point after. They go with 83 instead. I do apologize. I don't have an 83 on the roster I have for the Demons here tonight. Do you have one on that roster, Phil? You do not. Nevertheless, it was up and good, and it's a 21-7 ball game here tonight. The Demons are on the board. Soon we'll see an onside kick when we come back to the Wayne Carlson Stadium. We've got ourselves a ball game, 21-7. Minot's on top, looking to put nail in the coffin here tonight.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Be interesting here.
Bismarck High trailing 21-7. Here comes the onside kick. Goes over to the 50-yard line.
They got it.
Demons are going to say they've got it, and a huge recovery for Bismarck High. They're going to have a first down and 10. I do believe Minot High still pointing towards the north end zone. There's a conversation coming here. They're going to say the Magi got the ball. That's not going to make Bismarck High sideline too happy over there as that conversation continues.
Yeah, I think what the officials are saying is that that the ball did not travel the 10 yards before the Demons recovered it. And again, especially from up here, like that's really hard to tell. It looks like they marked it pretty close to the line there, but nobody has the benefit of replay in high school football, and that's what they saw. So
it's about as close as it's going to get right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks pretty close. Yep. So see what Minot can do. A couple first downs here is exactly what they need if you're a Minot fan, and then might be it.
Ruziska's going to get him halfway there on the first down carry. And Ruziska's going to get some more yards here tonight for the Magi. Down to 3:20 to play here in the ball game. Big thanks again tonight to Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. Factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice for your heating and air game to Seal your heating and air game, the Northern Plains. Big thanks to the UPS store in Minot as well, bringing you tonight's showdown. Open 6 days a week in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. It's the UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs. Ruziska again makes a cut, first down. He's got more, up to the 35, down to the 30. Look at the yards after the tackle for Tyson Ruziska as he approaches the 25-yard line, and he certainly has impressed here tonight.
Yes, doing a very good job, continuing to run hard, continuing to keep that pad level low and keep his knees going, his legs pumping right there, and he's looks like he's pretty tough to take down. He's not a guy that you're going to just stick an arm out and drag him down. You got to really wrap him up and drive. So really good job of running that football.
Brings up a first down and 10 for the Magi. Ball at the 25-yard line of the Demons is back to pass. It's Sparrow, goes downfield into the end zone. Conklin, touchdown. Sparrow threads the needle to Conklin. 25-yard pass to the Magi. Probably just put the hammer on the nail to send it into the coffin. Minot High leads 27-7.
Yeah, that makes it pretty tough for the Demons to come back after that one.
Point after attempt coming, but first a yellow flag on the play.
Full start. Number 80 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay the drive.
Well, another opportunity here, but Minot High is going to have to march it back.
That doesn't seem too fair. That poor guy got singled out there. I don't know if they've said any other numbers when they call it penalty, but try it again.
Whistle on the play again. Oh. It was incomplete. No good, I should say. It's been a night like that, hasn't it? 27-7. Minot High on top. Not for the Magi. Minot High can just about taste their fourth win of the year and back-to-back wins over Bismarck High, something that hasn't happened in Minot High history very often. They're on their way here tonight as Loyola True plays. The school song continues on. It's Minot High, Bismarck High. North Dakota High School Football, the PSP Network. Magi lead by 20.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Picture is the research for the game.
Bismarck High fielding the football and a good run coming here. Demons all the way up over the 45-yard line as that ball returned here by Bismarck High, and the return came from number 34 for the Demons. That's Tinchard, Aiden Tinchard. When he's touched the ball here tonight, he's had some success for Bismarck High.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like right there, he just had to make a couple moves, a couple shakes as the Minot High's coverage team kind of looked like they were in not really aggressive mode, more like, try and prevent something mode, and then it's usually what happens when they kind of play timid.
Pass complete. Nice gain here for a first down. Demons are on the move as Cole Johnner took that one off of Hafner's arm, and it's a first down and 10, Bismarck High. Times against the Demons now. 1:55 remains here in the ballgame.
Play results and Demon first down.
20 points the difference on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Hafner again fires it out. He's got Lamar, and Preston Lamar with another first down. And man, when the Demons have had those two moving and grooving here tonight, they certainly have been able to move the chains. No different here in the late portion of the ball game as they move it again all the way up to the Minot High 30-yard line, and Bismarck High On the move again. Hafner steps back, tosses. That pass is incomplete as the defensive coverage was on for Minot High from Brown.
Yeah, they've, whenever they've spread the field so much, although that's not a typical Bismarck High thing to do, and when they've had Johnner or Lamar, just haven't been able to really connect with Lamar on just a go route, but any posts and that, those slants, it's been a pretty good outcome for him each time they've tried it.
Caden Turnbow gets the arm of the way of that pass coming off of Hafner. 3rd down and 10 here for the Demons. Join us next week on the PSP Network. Another full week of broadcasts on the PSP Network. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow PSP Network. Stay up to date with all things high school sports from across the WDA. Turnbow in hot pursuit. Hafner gets it off, fires it downfield, incomplete. Turnbow chomping at the heels there of Hafner. Brings up a 4th down here for Bismarck High, and a minute 15 remains here in the ball game as Minot High starts to celebrate just a bit on the sidelines.
Yeah. One thing to notice here, Minot did a great job of pursuit and hurrying over there, but over here on this side, that big 65, that sophomore Jack Schaefer, he had Michael George on the ground there and was helping him up after that. When he learns to set his feet and punch and do all that stuff, he's going to be a real good one to keep an eye on.
Hafner fires it over to the far sideline, and that's about going to do it tonight here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium with a minute 10 remaining here in the ballgame. 1st down and 10 for the Magi. They're going to improve to a record on the season of 4-3. Bismarck High is going to fall to 0-7. I don't know many times that I would ever thought that you would hear that true. And, you feel for the kids in the program, the fans, just part of the ebbs and flows. Will we see the flow turn back to Bismarck High with the way things are structured in the capital city? And that's a conversation for another time with people that would know more about it than us from up here in Minot. However, all the respect in the world to Mark Gibson and his crew from Bismarck High. They have certainly done their part over the years for many of those seasons, dating back to way back when. It's a program that is one to be reckoned with. This just isn't their year here in 2022, and you see that here tonight as Minot High brings it down to 56 seconds remaining now in the ballgame, leading by 20 at 27-7.
Yeah, it's, with high school sports and, not having any ability to recruit and do all that stuff, there will be some ups and downs in the program, and I'm guessing at some point Bismarck will be back and will be a force to be reckoned with again. But this is Minot got him here tonight at least.
You've been a part of winning teams, you've been a part of losing teams. What do you think Mark Gibson's message is to these guys on the ride home tonight?
Well, it's just keep fighting. They have a fairly good core group of younger guys and big kids out there that just try and get those kids excited to keep going in the off season and keep fighting.
Final tonight, 27-7. Minot High takes the victory over the Bismarck High Demons. Your loyal and true the school song from Minot High come on here as it's actually live from the Minot High Pep Band. They've been here all night. They did their part in this showdown tonight, without a doubt. We'll come back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Phil and I will break this one down for you tonight. We'll have our jobbers moving in storage, move of the game. We'll have our MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips as well. Once again, a final score tonight on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High 27, Bismarck High 7. We'll come back to the Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroad postgame show when we come back to the Magic City here tonight.
Full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession,
Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kickoff. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. Don't want that one either?
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
(27-7) the final here tonight. Minot High takes care of the Bismarck High Demons for their 4th win of the year. Bismarck High falls to 0-7. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com, and don't forget to get fueled up after the game at Shots Crossroads. Their menu includes the delicious number 99. Shots Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame tonight along with Planning Team Financial Advisors. Along with the Gatorade Player of the Year back in the early 2000s, Mr. Phil Shurik. I'm Nick Holberg here on the call tonight. Phil, your overall assessment of this ball game tonight, 27-7. Nice win for Minot High, but both teams have some things they obviously can take to the drawing board Monday morning into Monday afternoon's practice.
Yeah, I think they both had, obviously the Minot was able to control the line of scrimmage a little bit more and end up with more points on the board. But towards the end, I think you, as Bismarck, you walk away with a few positives. They were able to get that score late. They were able to make some adjustments in the game. And, I don't think it's obviously you don't want to come up on this end of the scoreboard, but there is some positives for them. But Minot has to walk away feeling real good about that. Just being able to beat the Demons 2 years in a row, that's something that doesn't happen all the time. And they made they had good opportunities on the run game. Did a good job throwing the ball downfield there too, and a lot of positives there from Minot.
Let's hop right into tonight's move of the game. It's brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers Moving and Storage, whether you're moving across town or across the country, they've got locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online, jobberswarehouse.com. It's your Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game here tonight. And, there's plenty that we could talk about in this showdown tonight that saw Minot High score 27 and Bismarck score 7 here tonight. But I want to go back to, was it the first half or the third quarter of football? I think it was the first half at the end of the second quarter of football when Minot High's Brady Larson had the opportunity to put a big stomp on and a loss on the play. The linebacker for Minot High, sometimes those guys can be overlooked as well. Obviously, key cog to the defensive scheme for any team. But Brady Larson gets my move of the game tonight because Bismarck High had some mojo at that point, but it was Brady Larson that kind of turned the corner for Minot High there to really shut them down.
Yeah, that's to go from a 3rd and short to 4th and long, which they didn't end up converting like that. That is a big time play right there, and it held momentum for the Magi. And people underestimate how important that is, especially heading into the half and feeling good about yourself. So that I agree with you there.
Time for tonight's Sport Clips MVP of the contest after our Jobbers move of the game. Where do you go with this direction? Obviously, Sparrow good tonight from the quarterback position. Conklin big again. My pick tonight would be Tyson Ruziska from Minot High, who is workhorse on the ground for the Magi. Any argument there on the Minot High junior running back?
No, I agree with you. Jaden played well. Obviously, the quarterback's going to have everybody's eyes on him all the time, but did well tonight. Another guy that with Conklin made the good defensive interception there in the first series of the game. Came up with a big play on this near sidelines. He was able to kind of bobble it up to himself and secure the catch, which was a pretty athletic thing to do, and then with the touchdown. But I think the big difference maker is Ruziska. I mean, they seemed like just running through tackles left and right, and they were able to get a few extra first downs. Especially toward the second half, when anytime you start out it seemed like it was second and short, and the offensive line deserves credit too, simply because they were able to to allow him to get up to that second level, those backers. But when he was able to get to that second level, he was able to shake a backer or two and continue running downfield. So he played a very strong game tonight.
Yeah, congratulations, Tyson Ruziska, our MVP of the broadcast and this showdown here tonight. Phil, your closing thoughts on Minot High over Bismarck High tonight, 27-7, the final here of this one tonight. Any closing thoughts?
Keep it rolling, stay disciplined at practice, cut down on those penalties, and keep the momentum rolling and get after it next week again.
Sure appreciate you, Phil, for joining us here tonight. As always, a lot of fun working with you. We had some technical difficulties from the start here tonight. Something we usually don't talk about on the PSP network. We just let it be what they are behind the scenes, but we were kind of all sorts of out of sorts here tonight after that issue. So we do appreciate you, fans and sponsors, hanging with us as we navigated some things that we haven't before on the PSP network. Nevertheless, it was a fun night to call high school football. Any night that you get high school football in the West region, you know that it's a good night. And tonight, no different, especially if you're a fan of the Magi. They get a victory tonight, 27-7 over the Bismarck High Demons on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sure appreciate you folks for joining us here tonight. Like and follow the PSP Network to stay up to date with all things from the WDA. For Phil Sherrick, I'm Nick Holberg signing off. We'll see you next week for more action in the WDA on the PSP Network. Till next week, have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.